Hello people, what's up? I believe you guys have watched everything till now. Now there is no longer amendments, sir. That's all done. From here onwards, people, everything is covered. For your information, in the file I have uploaded, I have clearly told you when this amendment is covered also. So all the amendments, people, you can see that red tag coming along. So we have covered almost everything, people. There is nothing that is not covered. Everything is covered. So only thing that is left, people, you go to the last chapter. So I've given you reference, people, everything. If you guys have watched the previous amendments, more than sufficient. Or if you were part of the class, this will also be covered. The only amendment, people, that is there is in your last chapter, people. I'm going to the last chapter. Where did it go? Okay, yes, people, in 16th chapter, most of it accredited agencies, accredited investors and all was there from long back only. So all that has been there, people. So now only thing that is left, people, is the last part. They can ask you a question from 16th chapter in this. Only 2 points are there. Now what is that? First one, they have added something called as qualified stockbrokers. Now you guys know there is already something called as stockbrokers. They've added a new terminology called as qualified stockbrokers. Now what is that? SEBI is trying to differentiate between stockbrokers. One is a normal stockbroker, next one is a qualified stockbroker. Now who is a qualified stockbroker? You can imagine this way. A stockbroker is a normal person. Any person can be a stockbroker. Qualified stockbroker is a person who has a proven track record. He has more clients. The amount he deals with is heavy amount. More and more clients are there. The trade volume will be more. So he is covering a lot of people. Now what did SEBI started feeling? If anything happens to a normal stockbroker, is okay. But if anything happens to a qualified stockbroker, there will be an impact, a huge impact on the stock market. And we should not let such people fail. So for them, first I will tell you what are the conditions to be called as a qualified stockbroker. Second one, once you are a qualified stockbroker, what are the conditions you need to follow? Basically the regulatory compliances. That is the amendment. Now see, the new definition of qualified stockbroker has been inserted, which means a stockbroker referred to in regulation 18D of SEBI stockbroker regulations 1992. The new regulation 18D related to enhanced obligation and responsibilities for qualified stockbroker has been inserted. So for them enhanced, meaning more and more obligations. SEBI may designate a stockbroker only as a qualified stockbroker having regard to its size, scale of operations, basically who follows all these following parameters. For them, I can call them as qualified stockbrokers. Who will be a qualified stockbroker? First one, the person, the total number of active clients. Based on this active clients, how many people I serve. Based on that, I can treat you as a qualified stockbroker. Next one, available total assets of the clients. What is now, how many number of clients? What is the total amount I am handling? Third one, the trading volume, how much I trade. The end of the day margin obligation, margin trading we would have done. So how much have I given? The total margin. So it tells me about my size of the portfolio. Compliance score, meaning how good am I with complying the provisions of SEBI. Grievance redressal score, how many complaints are filed by the investors, how many am I replying. Am I good or am I lagging? What is the scenario? Proprietary trading volume. Proprietary trading means, people, now every person, let us imagine broker, he trades on behalf of his clients, on behalf of his clients also. He trades for his own self also. He will also have money. He can also make investments. How much of his money is investing? That is the meaning of proprietary, my own. So the stockbroker designated as a qualified stockbroker. So considering all this, I will call this person as a qualified stockbroker or a designated stockbroker, qualified stockbroker shall be required to meet enhanced obligation and discharge responsibilities. So you have to go a notch up with regards to compliances, and you have to ensure that appropriate governance structure and processes are maintained. Governance basically with regards to your directors, who will sit in your company, so that entire thing you have to follow. Appropriate risk management policy. If something happens, how are you going to deal with? Scalable infrastructure, you're increasing. How are you going to handle it? Infrastructure is your back end. And appropriate technical capacity. Technical capacity is something to do with your softwares. That's the same things here. Robust cyber security. Make sure people will not lose their money. Someone hacking, all that should not happen. Investor services, including online complaint redressal mechanism. So gear up. You have to make sure all these are taken care. Enhanced obligations. Framework for orderly winding up. Basically winding down. If something is shutting down, how do you shut down? So proper framework for all this has been described. Understood? So this is one thing you can expect a question. Go, remember and go. Last one, sir. SEBI for foreign portfolio investors. Now, if a person has to become a foreign portfolio investor, they are telling you he has to write an application for grant of certificate as foreign portfolio investor. If I have to become a FPI now, have to write an application to who? My DP, your depository participant. But they have added one word to him. Designated depository participant. I'll write my application, I'll give my application to be called as a foreign portfolio investor to my depository participant. In such form as specified by SEBI, along with such fees as specified by SEBI. Yes, sir. So this I'll be giving it. Okay. And not only that, sir, now I've given all my details. In general obligations and responsibilities, they have made some amendments. What is that? Whatever details I've given, if there are any changes, that should also be intimated to the depository participant and to the board. Board means SEBI. To my depository participant as well. I have to intimate if there are any material changes in the information which I've already given within 7 days of such change. And sir, imagine if there is change also I'll intimate. Imagine if whatever details I have given, in that details people, if at all there is any false or misleading statements, and if I get to know about it, within 7 days I need to disclose that as well. Understood? That's all, people. There is no more amendment. That's all, people. There is nothing else in SLCM. I hope you guys were able to understand everything. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best, and do let me know once you guys get your result. I'll be always waiting for that. Thank you so much. Wish you good luck. Bye bye.